I would say my depression started when I lost my parents at a very young age when I lived in Ukraine. When I was adopted around 8 and a half, even though I was blessed with really good parents, and I still am today, I never really felt like they really understood me and what happened in my past. And it kind of always got pushed under the rug because I never brought it up to my parents that adopted me. My true depression really started when I turned around 13 to 18 years old. That was when my rebellious stage started. So I was always just skating around because I was always fighting with my parents, and it caused me to just want to be alone all the time. Having my mom's death in my mind constantly always put me down, especially when I was fighting with the parents that adopted me, and it just always put me back to when I was younger and gave me memories of my mom. And I always wanted to break through this pain that I always had, but I really couldn't because I didn't know how to let it go, and I didn't know who to talk to let it go. So I just turned to skating and surfing all the time, and I turned to some sorts of drugs, and then when I was a little older I would just party and the whole package basically, just to get my mind off of things. And it really affected my spiritual walk with God because I didn't really understand the fullness of His love, and in the long run I always just ended up being lukewarm because of it. I would say that when I went through all of these things, the one thing that constantly kept me down is when Satan would put the same image in my head of my mom being killed in front of my eyes. I felt like that would never ever go away. It could never possibly go away because it's something that was so traumatic at such a young age that it was such an easy excuse to be depressed, especially when things weren't going the right way. Even if I was wrong, it just was so easy to feel down on yourself. And I just beat myself up all the time, not in a physical way, just in a mental way where I'd put myself down and my spirit down. That would make it easy for me to feel like, oh, I wish I was dead, or I just need to go party or do something with a girl so I could just not think about what's going on right now. I think my biggest breakthrough was when someone just wanted to actually hear my full story, and through that process is when the healing process really started, because they were able to show a little bit of what God's love really is through that certain person. And eventually when I just started to let go and just tell God that I really need help, the healing process began, and slowly but surely I went to let go of my past, and it feels great to be free now. But I always felt like it would have taken forever. But I realized that if I just let go of all those things at such an early age, it wouldn't have taken me 14 years to heal from something so traumatic, because God's love isn't a process. It can happen in a moment. And I'm super thankful that I know this now.